everyone doing? You guys having a good day? Awesome. All right, before we get started, I just want you guys to know, moving forward, now that it's November 1st, we're gonna start having all of our in-person classes. So I'm not sure if there's anybody on Zoom that's right now doing Zoom and in-person classes, but just a reminder, if you guys are somebody that goes to class sometimes at your karate school, that mom and dad do need to register you for your classes. It's on the Kicks Karate app. So when you go onto the app, you can go on and the top left drop down menu is going to give you an option to click class schedule. Class schedule then takes your mom or dad, or you can even do it too, if you guys have it, to then your programming. So you would just pick your class, pick the day, and you sign up for that class, and it's going to start helping us instructors know the amount of students that are going to be in classes, making sure that we're still keeping everybody safe. So again, you guys, if anybody is attending in-person classes, please make sure mom and dad know that they still need to register you to sign up for the class that you're going to be attending, okay? Does anybody have any questions on that? No? All right, awesome, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So face me, go to attention, and kuni bow. All right, you guys, we're gonna start out with doing, not jumping jacks. I feel like we always do jumping jacks. Let's do some knee highs first. So you're gonna do knee highs for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna do push-ups, only 10 of them. Get back up, do knee highs again, and we're gonna do it 3 times total. So we're gonna do a total of 30 push-ups and a minute and a half of knee highs. Now, remember guys, as you're getting older, especially if we're at home, we might not be exercising to the same volume that we used to. So if you feel like you're getting out of breath, don't stop, but just slow it down a little bit. Also, too, when you're breathing, you don't want to breathe in, out, or in through your mouth and out through your mouth constantly. You really want to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth, okay? Trying to keep a nice pattern. So let's go ahead, you guys. We're going to do 30 seconds in knee highs. Go. Get those knees moving. Get them tied up at least belt level. Knee highs, you know, they're not really in karate, but when you think about it, if you work on your knee highs and getting your knees up, then it starts getting ready for chambering for your kicks better, okay guys? So again, no lazy knees like this. That's not a knee high. Get those knees all the way up. We got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good. Hopefully nobody had a big lunch or a snack. So let's go ahead down on the ground. You guys are gonna do 10 push-ups. Ready, go. Let me see those push-ups. Excellent. Aria, very good push-ups. Mitra, you too. Nicely done, Matthew. Hey, Diego, would you guys mind changing your name so that way I can know you guys, both of your names, please? Or maybe have dad do it. Thanks, guys. All right, if you're done, just go to resting stance so that way I know we can all start our knee highs together. Good, you guys. All right, so again, we're gonna do knee highs, 30 seconds. Ready, go. You guys did really good on your first round. Try to keep it the same for the second. If not, do it better. So bring your knees up higher. Remembering to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Good job. "15 seconds. You guys got it. Keep going. Come on, Helen. Don't stop. Remember, just slow down if you need to. 10 more seconds. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Mateo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you guys. Okay, let's go down. Do another 10 push-ups. Go. Very nice, Jace. Good, Helen. And again, go to resting stance when you're done, guys. Very good. That's it. All right, good, Mitra. All right, we got one more round, okay? So same thing, you're gonna bring those knees up high, 30 more seconds. Ready, go. Come on, Felipe, you got it. Get those knees up. Now, which one's which, Felipe and Mateo? Raise your hand if you're Felipe. All right, and then the other one, I'm guessing Mateo. All right, what's up, guys? Keep going. Almost there, everybody. You got 10 more seconds. Come on, Marcus. You got it. You too, Alila. Good, Alila. I like that you're keeping moving. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one more time, you guys. Down in those 10 push-ups. Good. And if you guys have any water right by you or you need to get water, go right ahead. We're gonna go into stretching next. I'll wait for you guys to get some water. Sharwa, you good? Now, Sharwa, is that how I pronounce your name correctly? Uh-oh, I have a feeling I'm wrong. Go ahead, you can unmute yourself.
It's pronounced Shawar.
Shawar, I'm sorry, Shawar, I apologize. I will do my best to keep making sure I say it right. All right, guys, if you're done, go ahead and get in your water. Let's go feet shoulder apart, reach down, touch those toes. Shawar, why don't I have you count first? Can you unmute yourself one more time? And then you're gonna count to 20 for me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hana, no, set, net, kase, yase, algo, yodo, hope, yo, Johanna, you do, you set, you net, you kase, you yase, you algo, you yodo, you hope, sumo.
Thank you, Shawar. Very nice, you guys. All right, now let's go legs out wide as we can without falling down. And remember how last week I talked to the class about stretching a lot? And remember how I mentioned that one student who I was teaching and he's not very good at stretching at all? Well, I saw him last Friday and guess what he was already better at? Stretching. Okay, so it really does work, you guys. You just gotta push. You gotta push through a little bit the hard times of feeling the pain to get to a better point. Just like all of us are going through hard times right now, but we're all gonna come out stronger and better from this. All right, now, next person, Mr. Marcus, can you unmute yourself, please? Thank you, Marcus. And then you're gonna count to 30 for the class.
Yes, ma'am. Hana, do, set, net, tase, yase, algo, yodo, ho, yo, Johanna, you do, you set, you net, you tase, you yase, you algo, you yodo, you ho, suma, suma, hana, suma, do, suma, set, suma, net, suma, tase, suma, yase, suma, algo, suma, yodo, suma, ho, Sharon.
Thank you, Marcus. Okay, you guys sit down all the way if you haven't. Keep your legs out wide, keep your toes pointing at the ceiling. Remember, you should be feeling some pulling within your inner legs, maybe underneath your knees. You should feel something. If you don't feel something, you're doing it wrong. Okay, so, but if you're feeling a lot of pain, then you're probably pushing yourself too much. So find the right balance, okay? So a little bit of pain is good because that means we're trying to get ourselves better, but a lot of pain could be an injury, and that's not good either. All right, guys, reach down to the middle. Now let me have Miss Mitra. Mitra, can you unmute yourself? And only you are going to count to 30 for us.
Yes, ma'am. Hana, do, set, net, kase, yase, algo, yodo, aho, yo, Johanna, you do, you set, you net, you tase, you yase, you algo, you ro, you hope, Siren.
Now say here, you're gonna go sumo, and then start by saying sumo hana, sumo do, and then until you get to Sierra.
Suma hana, suma do, suma set, suma net, suma tase, suma yase, suma algo, suma yodo, suma hope, Siren.
Thank you, Mitra. All right, you guys, reach over to one side. Now I want you to bring your opposite arm. So the one on the opposite side is gonna go up and over and try to keep it behind your head. A lot of times I see students, even the adult students, start to bring their arm in front of them. You actually want to keep it behind to get a really good stretch on your side and your back, especially because you guys are at home all day sitting on, the computer for school. It's really good to stretch out your back. All right, next person to count, Jaditya, can you unmute yourself, sir? And you're gonna count to 30 for us.
Yes, ma'am. Hana, do, set, net, tase, yase, elgo, yodo, aho, yo, Johanna, you do, you set, you net, you tase, you yase, you elgo, you yodo, you hope, sumo, sumo hana, sumo do, sumo set, sumo net, sumo tase, sumo yase, sumo elgo, sumo yodo, sumo hope, Siren.
Excellent job, Jaditya. All right, you guys, go ahead, switch other to the other side. And again, keep that arm, look to make sure it's behind your head. Remember, we're also not just working on our stretches, we're working on holding ourselves accountable. Are we looking at our own self, or are we waiting for the teacher or even mom and dad in the background saying, hey, what are you doing over there? Are you stretching? So check on yourself. Don't have others check on you all the time. All right, Miss Helen, can you unmute yourself and count to 30, please?
Hana, do, set, net, toss, yase, elgo, yoru, a hope, yo, Johanna, yo do, yo set, yo net, yo toss, yo yase, yo elgo, yo yoru, yo hope, sumo, sumo hana, sumo do, sumo set, sumo net, sumo toss, sumo yase, sumo elgo, sumo yoru, sumo hope, siren.
Thank you, Helen. All right, guys, push your legs out a little bit more. Like I said, we want to feel some pain. We should feel a little bit more as we're pushing it out. But breathing also is a helpful thing because as soon as our body starts to feel uncomfortable, it wants to pull away, or as soon as we start to kind of feel pain, naturally we start holding our breath. I don't know why, we just do it. But again, our breathing, focusing on something else is going to help us push through this pain, okay? So ready, or discomfort. So let's go ahead and reach back down to the middle one more time. Good. Just focus on your stretch, you guys. See if you can get a little bit lower. If you can only get your hands down, try to pull them out a little bit farther. If you can drop your elbows, even better. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and bring our legs in together, butterfly. All right. Now head down to those toes. Try to push those knees down to the floor. So you can either use your hands or you can use your elbows, but really try to focus on getting those knees down. They're really good for stretching ourselves out, do round kicks, hook kicks, horse kicks. All right, class, let's go ahead and stand on up and go to attention. Good, Kunya bow. All right, so last week, if you guys were attending class, I really went over like a lot of the basic stuff, talked about 4-count kicking, also talked about making sure when you know when to pivot for which kick and pivot for which kick, as well as then going over basic blocking skills. Do you guys remember that stuff? Give me a thumbs up if you remember, or thumbs down if maybe you weren't here or you don't remember. All right, good. So most of us, it looks like we remember. Now that means I'm just gonna kind of move forward from there. Okay, guys? So I'm not gonna take a lot of time on the basics because I really wanna focus more today on our 1-steps. I feel like some of the students I've talked to haven't really done many 1-steps. So have you guys, raise your hand if you've practiced 1-steps recently? Uh-oh, that's like maybe five or four. So we're definitely gonna do 1-steps today, guys. But let's go ahead and get ourselves a little bit more warmed up. So I want you to go ahead, like we did last week, either grab a chair, pull it over, or go over to a wall, whatever you guys need to do. We're not gonna do 4-count kicking today. I wanna see more now just regular kicking, okay? So let's go ahead. Aria, Mitra, do you have a quick question?
Can we do Naichi 1 today?
If we have time. we'll try, okay, Aria? All right, you guys. So let's go ahead, find your bar, or your wall, or whatever you need. Put your hand on it, pick your leg up, round kick position. I'm just gonna watch you guys as you kick, but I want you to do 30 round kicks. Now, 30 round kicks really isn't a lot of kicks, but think about how you're kicking. First off, check yourself. Like I said, check to make sure if that bottom foot is pivoting. Now make sure that your knee is in a straight line. So I'll face you. If I was kicking at you guys, your knee should be pointing directly at me. But a lot of times I see knees kind of angled off to the side. That's wrong. You want to have a straight line from your knee to your hip to your shoulder, okay? So that requires flexibility, being able to pull this leg back so you have flexibility and strength in this part of your leg, okay? That's very important. All right, so I want you guys, again, 30 kicks. Refold all the way. If you only refold halfway, you have half of the power, okay? So don't take away power by being lazy. All right, ready? 30 kicks. When you're done, go to a resting stance, and then we'll start the other side together. Go! 30 kicks only on one side. Check your body. Are you pivoting? Are you refolding all the way in? Are you making sure your head is up, your arm is up, all of those things? Good, Helen, just turn that fist upward for me. There you go, ma'am. And then remember, resting stance when you're done with your first side. We're gonna start the second side together as a group. Nice job, Anthony. Good, that's it, Emily. So Emily, you don't have to kick, put it down. You just wanna keep your leg up, and I wanna see you just do 30 kicks like that, okay, Emily? There you go, good. Nice, Shawar, I'm sorry. I went for the wrong one again. All right, guys. Looks like almost all of us are done. I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, go ahead, turn around, face the other way, pick up the other leg, same thing. Before you start kicking, check yourself. Are you pivoting? Is your body in a straight line? Is that hand pointing up in front of your face? Are you looking wherever you're kicking? You should not look behind you. You should not look down, up, or anywhere else. Look at where you're kicking. Ready, go. 30 kicks, resting stance when you're done. Good, Alula, try to keep your eyes on where you're kicking. You too, Marcus. There you go, Shawar, very nice. Good job, Jace. Felipe, next time maybe try to find something to hold on to so you're not hopping around. That's hard, I know. Good, much better, Emily. Now, Emily, try to keep that hand. So that hand I noticed was going down. Try to keep it up more, okay? There you go, good. All right, and again, resting stance when you guys are done. Couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3. Okay, good. We're all done. Okay, guys. Now I want to see, before we move on to 1 steps, I still want to see a couple more kicks. So last week, like I said, we did basic kicks. We did front kicks. Ball of the foot front kicks, round kicks, side kicks. We didn't really focus on hook kicks as much. But can you guys tell me, what is a hook kick? And what I mean by that is, if you think about it, there's a kick really that happens before the hook motion happens. So who knows? Matthew, can you tell the class?
Wait, so like the kick that comes before it, or like what the whole thing is?
Correct, the kick that comes before the hook.
Okay, so it's basically a side kick.
Exactly, you're correct, Matthew. So if you guys didn't know that, it's basically a side kick first, and then you pull your leg across. So for instance, if you guys are my target, I wouldn't start my side kick going towards you. I want to actually start to the corner. Now, when I go to the corner, my leg doesn't bend here, because guess what? That's only half of my power. I'm only bending, refolding my leg. I'm not really pulling it across. So you need to make sure that when you side kick more to the corner, your leg stays straight, hook. And then once you've gotten through your target, so once I've gotten across, then I refold. So it's my hamstrings, it's the back of the thigh, that muscle group that's pulling my leg across and actually making contact with the kick, okay, guys? So I want to see a couple of your hook kicks now. So make sure, again, you have something to hold on to. We're going to take this one a little slower. We're not going to do like just continued hook kicks. So hold on, let me grab my thing. Okay, so holding on, we're just going to do a couple on one side, couple on the other side. Now, again, when you think about it, it's a side kick. So with the side kick motion, you need to pivot. Now, same thing, you need to pivot with your hook kicks. So you pick up your leg. I'm going to have you guys as my target. You can see my bottom foot as well from here. My knee comes up. I shoot it out to the side. And then, I don't know if you guys can tell, but my bottom foot, it's a little bit hard with the shadows, but my bottom foot pivoted as I stuck out my side kick. Then I pull it across and unpivot as I bring it down. Okay, does anybody have questions on that? Nope. Now, before we start, you can tell me, what is the trick? I gave you guys a little trick or a little hint on how to help pivoting. How do you help yourself pivot better? Does anybody remember from last week? Shawar, go ahead, tell us.
You have to hop on the ball of your foot.
Very good. You want to hop a little bit, or kind of just like twisted, but you're lifting your heel up as you do it. You hop or you twist, but your heel is off the ground. That takes away some of your body weight, and also takes away the amount of surface you have to turn on, okay? So it makes it easier. If you don't do that, you're only making it harder for yourself. Do you guys understand? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. Cool, awesome. All right, so ready, let's go ahead. We're gonna do a hook kick, having your legs starting down. When I say 1, I want you to do the whole thing. Knee up, shoot it out, pull it across, and then put it back down. Okay, guys? All right, ready? 1, hook kick. Nice, good, and then bring it right back down. Let's actually keep it in a chamber, okay? So everyone start here. When I say 1, hook kick it across, and then bring it right back, but don't drop the leg. We're only gonna do 3, okay? Ready? 1, hook kick. There you go, good. Now remember, your extension, you don't refold as you hit. You pull it across, and then refold. Ready, 2. Knee up, pull it across. There you go, Jace, good. Ready, right back to that position. Last one on this side. Ready, 3. Knee up, hook it across, good. And then refold, bring it in, and then you guys can put it down. Turn around, face the other way. Let's do one practice one before we do our total 3, okay? All right, so everyone turn. If you need to, move your chair. Good. Hand is up, leg is up, and ready, practice kick, go. Hook kick, pull it across, nicely done. All right, now let's do the 3. Ready, hand is up, leg is up, and 1. Hook kick. Nice, and then right back to that position. Ready, 2. Nice, Matthew, good job. Ready, there you go, Marcus. I like that you're taking it slow to make sure hopefully you're getting the correct form. None of us should be doing this fast unless you can do it fast and correct 100%. Ready, 3. Knee up, good. Excellent, are you guys face me, good rotation? And kunye bow. All right, so now, before again, I want to see a couple more kicks. Now we're gonna go to back kicks, okay guys? But with the back kicks, you're not gonna hold on to anything. So everybody step back into a guardian stance for me. So, good. All right, now from here, this is how it's gonna work. When I count, you're gonna turn, look over your opposite shoulder, lean forward, back kick, then pull it back the way it came. So watch me do it again, you guys. I turn, I look, back kick, and instead of now putting that leg in the front, I don't want to do that. The reason why I'm having you guys kick and put it back where it started from is to avoid you from over rotating. Now, there's a possibility you can still over rotate. There's still actually there is a possibility. So you're going to bring that knee up. That turns it into a spinning side kick. That's not what we're doing. So remember, the back kick, this leg that kicks has to stay super low to the ground. You know what you can do actually, guys, is if you have a chair or have something, put it next to you. And this is what's gonna happen, is you stay in a guardian stance, you turn, now I can use this chair. If I hit my chair, I know I'm turning into a spinning side kick. But if I keep my leg low and I just lean forward, kick, whoop, and then come back without losing my balance, then you guys will know you did a proper back kick. Okay, so why don't you find something? It could be a chair, it could be a laundry basket if it's tall enough, so anything that you have. But if you don't, that's okay. You can find it for another time to practice with. All right, so ready? Now, if you do have something, put it on the left side of your body because we're back kicking with our right leg right now. Okay, guys? So ready, hands in our guardian stance. Good. So Lula, put it on the left side of your body because we're gonna put our left leg in the front. So everybody, if your chair or whatever you have it, put it right next to your front foot. Now you don't want to be so close where you won't be able to turn and kick, but you don't need it too far away. All right, so ready? Hands are up. 1, turn, back kick. Bring it right back into that guardian stance. Good. Okay, I'm gonna watch you guys. We're only gonna do a couple. Ready? 2, turn, back kick. So Alula, I want you to move that table to the other side of you, sir. The table is gonna be used so that way you don't kick it. If you kick it, you know you turn it into a spinning side kick. Are you ready? 3, turn, back kick. Nice, good. So Jace, instead of kicking and then turning all the way around, I want your leg to come back from where you started. So I turn, kick, and then come back that same way, okay? Are you ready? 4. Let me see, guys. Joanna, nice job. Ready? 5. Let's see you, Matthew. Good job, Matthew. Very good. And Anthony, that's okay that you held on to that chair. I'd rather you use that chair for balance rather than like messing up the kick. So that's good. Ready? 7. Turn, back kick. Now, Aiden, it looks like you're doing horse kicks down there. Make sure you lean forward and go straight back, okay? Ready? 8. We've got 2 more. So Emily, it looks like your knee's coming out to the side a little more. I know you don't have anything with you, but what I want you now to think, Emily, is to try to raise your legs, almost touch your legs together as you go for that back kick, okay? Are you ready? Last one, guys. Ready? Go! Let's see you, Felipe. Let's see you, Mateo. Good. All right, you guys. Now, let's go ahead. Jump switch. Good. Move that chair over to the other side or whatever you're using if you have something. So again, it's going to be on the side of the leg that is kicking, and then it comes straight back, okay? All right, so ready? Hands are up. Right leg's in front. And 1, turn, back kick. Boom. Whoop. Don't do what I just did. Ready? 2, back kick. Let me see. Nice job, Henry. Now, Henry, it looks like your technique's pretty good, so I want you to start speeding up, okay? All right, ready? 3, turn, back kick. Nice. And ready? 4, turn, back kick. Nice, excellent. Ready? 5. Good. And 6. Good, much better, Aiden. Ready? 7. Let me see, Miss Alice. Alice, very good. Ready? 8. Good job, Felipe. Now, Felipe, try to lean more forward so your leg gets up a little higher, okay? Are you ready? 9. Let's see, Joanna. Joanna, very good. And last one, you guys scream out. 10, go. Good. All right, and go to attention. Kunye bow. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. We'll save like some horse kicks and some exchange kicks for next week, okay? But still, please be practicing. Like I said, that student that was struggling with his stretches, he was struggling on forms, and I've been working with him privately to get better. And one week he came and had a private lesson. Then the next week he came back for another private lesson, but he didn't practice at all. And we basically did the same thing over and over again because he forgot. And I told him, look, this isn't, it's not going to work if you're not practicing when you're by yourself or at home or other times. And so he practiced the next week, and then I saw him again. And guess what, guys? He was so much better. So it's the same thing for you. He's nothing different or, isn't different from you guys. It's just he made sure he practiced. So make sure you guys are practicing these things too, okay? All right, now let's go ahead, like I said, onto those 1 steps. So everyone face me, go to attention. Kunye bow. And go to chumbi position. All right, now can anybody quickly tell me, what does chumbi mean? Joanna. Oh, gotcha. Miss Joanna, what does chumbi mean?
Ready stance.
Ready stance or ready position. Very good job, Joanna. I'm glad that you were ready for that answer. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to run through all of our all of our 1 steps. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do them really quick. And then we're going to come back and take a vote on practicing one in particular, a little bit more timing on it, okay? Jaditia, did you have a quick question? I see that you raised the hand.
No.
Okay. All right, guys, so ready. Starting with number 1. You're going to put your right hand down on the right side of your body. Left hand palm up. So it's knuckle to knuckle, but your hands should not be touching. I want them just separated slightly. Now, from here, you're going to take your right leg, step out into a front stance, middle block with the left, pseudo strike with the right, okay? Now, make sure when you're blocking, a lot of times I see students do this. Does anybody know what's wrong with this? What's wrong with it, Felipe? Do you know what's wrong with this? Nope. Let's see, Joanna, what's wrong with this right now?
Your hand is behind your head.
Bingo, okay? So sometimes students get really fast. They're like, boom, boom. Okay, but if you're always getting into a habit of putting it behind you, you're really not protecting yourself. You're just hoping that it's gonna block that punch. But if it's behind your face, you're really not gonna have much luck, okay? And we shouldn't rely on luck. We should rely on our technique. So make sure when you're stepping out, blocking, you have it in front of your face. And make sure you have your hand your level. Now, you never know what the partner is going to be or your attacker is going to be, but just getting more into a habit of doing your neck level, okay? Now, heel palm strike to and then go back to chumbi. All right, so now let's do number 2, you guys. Number 2 is left hand down in front, right hand palm facing up. Again, this is wrong. I want to see shoulder level in this chamber, okay? Now step into a horse stance, turning to the left side of your body, okay? So right leg steps, turn block. This is a middle block. It should be in front of your face. Now your hand, you should see the palm of your hand in this one. Make a fist, grab it, pull it straight back. Now this is also very important, you guys. When you make your fist, you do not lace your fingers together. I see mostly younger students doing this, but I have seen brown belts do it at times too. That's wrong. You need to make sure your hand is a fist and you're wrapping your other one around it. keeping your thumb pointing up to the ceiling. Even though your thumb's not out, that's the direction of where your fist is facing. All right, so you go straight back, elbow to the stomach. Now this hand here, if you notice, I open it right after my elbow. That way I have it protecting my face when I go for my hammer fist. Then I go back up, back fist, ayah! Good, and back to Chumbi. Shawar, what's your question?
Can I go to the restroom?
Absolutely, Shawar. You don't have to ask for that one, okay? You could just go and then come right back. But thank you for being respectful. All right, you guys, let's go ahead now. We're doing number 3. Again, we'll go back after we get through all of them and practice a little bit more in detail. So number 3, you're gonna have your right hand up. Again, your chambers need to be correct. If your palm is facing outward, meaning you can tap your shoulder with your palm, that's a wrong chamber. You need to have it turned inward so that way you can tap your face. Okay, so from here, the other hand's gonna be palm facing down. You're gonna take your left leg and step out into a front stance to the corner. So step out to the corner, front stance, middle block across. Now, a lot of times, again, I see students rushing this. So they go, instead of block, grab, they go block and grab. And that's, again, you're not putting yourself in a good position because you're relying on being able to catch it instead of block it first, okay? So block first, then grab. Good. Now take your back leg, round kick in the stomach. Boom. Now land, just kind of feet shoulder width apart. Again, if you land more forward, you kind of start to be setting yourself up in a bad position. So you want to land feet shoulder width apart after your kick. Now from here, think if you have, let's say, $2, that's better than 1, right? So think about that with taking them down. If you only use your step and then use your push down, it's not as good, or vice versa. So you need to put 2 together. $2 is better than 1. Put together and you take them down. Now this other hand that was holding their wrist needs to be in the air because the position of their body should look like this. They're bent over your body and their arm is up in the air. If their arm is down, they can twist out of it, okay? So your grabbing hand needs to be raised up as the other one is down, like a seesaw. Now take your left hand, bring it straight up and elbow strike. Ayah! Now horse stance. Good, back to Chumbi. Okay, so number 4, I've seen chambers for this one, for some schools, and then I see some schools do it without chambers. It's good to be able to do both. It's not a right or a wrong thing, but just make sure you can be able to do both. So from Chumbi position, I like to do it without a chamber. If you guys want a chamber, put your left hand palm facing up, put your right hand palm facing down, okay? But we're all gonna do this together. Step out, high block, ridge hand. So now you're hitting with your index finger. That's the difference. Pseudos are pinky, ridge hand is index. So ridge hand to the groin, drop down. You grab behind their ankle. Then you're gonna go ahead and push down on top of their knee. Boom, bring it up, holding their foot, stomp kicks. Ah! Good, all right. Now let's go ahead to number 5. So number 5 is fancy 5, as some call it. You need to be in a cat stance. So that means your heel is up, you're in your cat stance position, your left hand is up, right hand is out. We're doing a cut block. So that doesn't mean big drastic movements. It's very small, but it needs speed, okay? So from here, bring your arm out, pull it in quick. And again, your wrist is twisting. So your palm faces out, palm faces in. Now, this bottom foot, the front foot should not move at all. We're only turning, we're pivoting on it, okay? So take your back hand, chamber up to your neck, spin on that front foot, land, elbow. Now we're elbowing the person in the temple. If you guys don't know what the temple is, it's right between your eyes and before you get to your hair. So it's that little kind of soft area in your head. And if you push really hard enough, it doesn't feel very good. If somebody gets hit right there hard enough, they can become unconscious. So we're hitting them right in the temple. Now, we're going to ridge hand. A lot of students forget this part. Palm starts up to start. When you finish and you go across and you hit them across their chest line from shoulder to shoulder here, your palm should be face down. So again, this is a ridge hand because I'm aiming with my index finger. So again, from here, the front foot now should be up. You're going to pull it across and slide your foot back. Go, boom. So they just sweeped, or we just sweeped, they fell and punched from Aya. Good, you guys. And back to Chumbi. All right, let's do number 6. So now number 6, left hand up to your neck, right hand on the bottom. You're going to take your left leg. There's 3 stances in this one step. There's first a back stance, then a front stance, and then you have a horse stance. So make sure each stance is properly shown. From here, step into the back stance, your middle blocking. Good. Now step out wide. Grab their shoulders in our front stance. Pull them in as we knee strike. Then use your left hand to push down and land, elbow strike. So you're using your right side to all come down as you elbow into your horse stance. Good, you guys. All right, back to Chumbi. Now let's do number 7. 7 I love because I always count in my head to remember there's 7 moves, and if I didn't do enough moves, then I knew I did it wrong, okay? Or if I did too many. So number 7 starts out, you're going to middle block, so having your hand turn inward. Then you're gonna do a short punch, which means you need to step close to that person, because a short punch, you're not extending full power. It's more just a quick punch right to their solar plex, okay? So from here, go ahead, step out, horse stance, block punch, all at the same time. So you need to put more weight coming into this. So let's do that one again, you guys. Ready? And go, step, block punch. That's 1. Now punch again, 2, 3. Now hammer fist, 4. Now look at this hand. I know the sun's kind of in my eyes, guys, but I have my other hand facing in front of my face. Back fist, now it's ready, heel palm strike, grab your head, and elbow cross, right, hitting the temple. Good, you guys, back to Chumbi. All right, number 8. So number 8, I see again, 2 different ways to chamber. Some students are chambering with fists, some students are chambering with pseudos. Why make it harder for yourself or have to do extra thinking if you guys know you're gonna pseudo strike, or I'm sorry, X blocks with the pseudo strike? So if you're somebody that chambers with a fist, it's not a right or a wrong thing again, but just think, why would you? Why would you do a fist first if you, again, know you have to go into a pseudo? So make it easier for yourself. All right, so ready from here, pseudos, outer sides, stepping with the right leg, the left hand is gonna be on top, so it needs to be closer to our forehead, okay? Ready, go, step straight. Now look at where your X blocks is, you guys. Remember, you're blocking somebody's punch coming to your face. So if your X blocks is directly in front of your face, that's not high enough. You need to get it above your head. So that way you push their arm away from you. Then circle, grab. Good. Now again, if your left hand isn't on top, if we're actually doing it to somebody, it's not gonna feel right. It's gonna feel weird. So your left hand needs to make sure it's on top. Now take your back leg. This is what I see students do as well on this one. They just kind of step. They don't really take a big step. I want you to be dramatic. I want you to take a big, long step. So that way, when you're pulling them, they get set off balance, okay? So ready from here, take a big step, pull. Good. Now, again, once they're off balance, I can flip them over, easy. But if they're not off balance, then it becomes a tug of war type thing, okay? So now you've got them flipped over. You need to keep your shoulder against their shoulder. Hard to kind of imagine without somebody, but keep that in mind, okay, guys? So from here, pull them down. You should not take your hands off. Both hands need to be on their wrist still. Pull them down. Then you can take your hand off, hold their elbow down, and punch. Aya! Good, back to Chumbi. Joanna, quick question, yes.
So when we're doing one-step sparring number 8, are we when we're about to punch them, do we go on our knees or just stay upright?
That's a great question, Joanna. You will find a couple different answers. And some of you guys might think the same thing. So you can go on the knees, but my whole thing about going on the knees is now I'm closer to the person that I just took down. And what if, what I did didn't really hurt them yet? And now I'm pushing down their elbow and I'm close to them. What if they grab me and pull me down with them, right? But by staying up on my feet, it puts me away from them physically, but also I now have all of my body weight holding on their elbow. But when I drop down, I take away some of my body weight because now I'm resting on the ground. And now I'm not as strong or as heavy pushing down on that arm. So Joanna, and for anybody else, I suggest personally to stay up on your feet. You have a better advantage with that, okay? All right, guys, so let's do number 9, and unfortunately, we're already out of time. That was a fast class. So we'll do number 9, and then next week, we'll practice horse kicks and then get more into our 1-steps, okay, guys? So let's quickly finish number 9, and then we're done for today. So number 9, very similar chamber. You wanna have right hand palm up, left hand palm up. Now, like I was telling you guys, when you come across, you're using your ridge hand. So you're hitting with the index finger on this one. So now step with the right leg, middle block, ridge hand. Ridge hand is gonna be aimed to the temple, whereas the number 1, the pseudo strike, is aimed at the neck. So this one's aiming at their temple. Now you're grabbing. Again, don't get into the habit where you grab as you block. You wanna block first, then grab. Now, with this grab, to control the partner when you take them down, pull them in, but also this makes your back fist more stronger, okay? So you're pulling them in as you back fist. So you hit them in the nose, their body comes forward. Now we're ready. Step out wide with the left leg. So we're kind of stepping into a new front stance. Grab behind our partner's neck. We're not letting go of that wrist. That wrist is still tight at our side. Pull the neck in, knee strike. It has to work together. Remember, guys, if you don't work it together, it's not as good as it can be. So together, knee strike, kick. Now you grab their shoulder and you're gonna push them down as you sweep them out. So ready? Extend that leg and sweep push. Good. Now you've got that arm still on your side. They should be directly underneath you. Punch your and then back to Chumdi position. And go to attention, guys. And Kuhe bow. Well, that's it for class. It went by pretty fast. Like I said, you guys, we'll take more time next week to go more in details with those 1-steps, answer any more questions that you guys may have. But remember, these classes are being recorded. Well, I'm being recorded, not you guys. So if you have any questions and you want to go back before next week, you can always go back and rewatch these videos. All right, I will see you guys next time. Anybody have any quick questions before we leave? Nope.
When is the black belt test?
Great question, Aiden. In December.
December what?
December, I will tell you later.
Okay.
once one of us find out, okay, Aiden? All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Go to attention. Can you bow? Yes, I can. See you guys.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
17, 15,
Bye.
14, 12, 11.